Hello, Vanakkam and welcome back. Yesterday we did our predictions for the Euro 2020 and according to my predictions, Portugal take on Germany in the final, and a lot of French supporters commented as to why I didn't pick France in the group F, which is the group of death. It was just my prediction and we'd have to wait to see what would actually turn out to be. But there's enough said about the Euro 2020 that we've forgotten about another competition that's happening this year, and the competition's name is called Copa America. What's with Copa America? Before we start the video, our every video contains a beautiful quiz section at the end of every video, and whoever gets the correct answer first on that quiz section gets a shout out on the next video. So the previous video's quiz winner is him, he gets a big shout out. This video contains a small quiz at the end, so stick around till the end. There's a lot of trouble that Copa America has gone through over the past few months and is still going through till this date. What's the problem? Firstly, let's start with the venue. Copa America was actually scheduled to happen in 2020, and because of the COVID-19 pandemic, it got shifted to 2021. So initially, CONMEBOL, which is the governing body in that continent for football, actually wanted to host it in two different nations. Since 1983, that would be the first time ever that two nations would host the Copa America. The two nations selected were Argentina and Colombia. Back in 2019, there was another Copa America that happened in Brazil. In early May, Colombia was taken off the list from the host nations because of the civic unrest it was going through in its country. The civilians were protesting against the government's new tax policy. So now we're left with Argentina. And just a week ago, on May 31st, Argentina was also stripped off the title of the host nation because of a surge in COVID cases in Argentina. Now, Copa America can't get stopped. So the host is now again Brazil for the second consecutive time. Now President Bolsonaro from Brazil accepted this and wanted to go on with this competition, but the people who hated Bolsonaro were totally against this decision and filed a petition against this in the Supreme Court to stall this competition or at least stop it from happening in Brazil. The protesters were angry because Brazil had lost 450,000 citizens due to COVID-19 and is still the third largest country with recorded COVID-19 cases with over 16 million. To add some fuel onto the burning fire, the Brazilian players actually hit out at the CONMEBOL for actually putting Brazil under this stress. Copa America didn't have to go through just the problems with the venue, it's also with the teams. Generally, Copa America is played with 12 participating countries and 10 coming from South America and 2 guests either from North America or Asia. The past 2 years, winners of the Asia Cup, Australia and Qatar, won't be participating in Copa America this year because of the clashes of matches for their 2022 World Cup qualifications, which now puts only 10 teams participating in this year's Copa America. So this makes the job of the grouping easier. So there's only 2 groups, Group A and Group B, and each group would contain 5. And the top 4 finishing would go on to the quarterfinals. So we have in Group A, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru and Venezuela, and in Group B we have Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, Uruguay and Paraguay. So I think this year also Argentina is going to have a tough time. Just like how we did the Euro 2020 predictions, we're going to do the prediction for Copa America 2020. So we just have 5 in each group, and the top 4 would actually go on to the quarterfinals and then semi-finals and then a final. We aren't going to go so technical as we did in the Euro 2020 predictions, but I'm just going to predict just on my gut feeling. So I'm going to place Argentina first in Group A. Finishing second would be Uruguay for me. Finishing third would be Chile, and finishing fourth would be Paraguay. So I think this would be my prediction for Group A. Let me know who you think would get eliminated from Group A. For Group B, I would put Brazil on top, Colombia in second, Peru in third, and Ecuador in fourth. And I feel Venezuela might get eliminated. It's just my prediction. Let me know who you think would get eliminated from Group B. Now let's get to the second round. So now we have Uruguay versus Peru, Argentina, Ecuador, Colombia, Chile, Brazil, Paraguay. So this is the quarterfinal round, and for Uruguay versus Peru, I would pick Uruguay, and for Argentina versus Ecuador, I'll pick Argentina. Chile versus Colombia is going to be tough, but I'll pick Colombia for this. Brazil, Paraguay, I'd pick Brazil for this. Now we have the semi-finals: Uruguay, Argentina, Colombia, Brazil. Uruguay Argentina is going to be tough. I'll pick Argentina for this. And Colombia Brazil, I'll pick actually Brazil for this, just for the sake of the final being very worthwhile to watch. And coincidentally, they've placed the final on July 11th, but on European time standard time difference from Brazil, it's gonna happen on the same day as Euro 2020 final. The Euro 2020 final is scheduled to happen on July 10th, and this is going to happen on July 11th, and because of the time difference, it actually falls on the same day. Now it's time for a nice quiz section. Let me see how many of you followed me from the start of this video. The quiz is this: when was the last time that had more than one country as host for the Copa America? I've said this in this video. If you had followed me from the beginning, you'd get the answer right. Comment your answers below, and whoever gets it right the first would get a shout out on my next video. And I'd be doing an interaction with all of my subscribers tomorrow at 3 p.m. The link of the Zoom call would be shared by me on my community tab, so make sure to subscribe so that whenever I post it on my community tab, you'd get it through your subscriptions feed. I hope this video was entertaining and informative at the same time. Until the next video, signing off, Pradeep.